first, astronomers dismissed it as just another frozen rock of ice and dust. But the latest observations have stunned even the skeptics. 3I Atlas is breaking the rules of physics. A glowing green coma that shouldn't exist, jets of material blasting sideways and even forward toward the sun, a trajectory that has mysteriously shifted, and chemistry that whispers of life, or even technology. Now, a new and unsettling clue has emerged. Its chemistry doesn't just defy expectations, it mirrors Mars. And as it draws closer, its course bends in that direction. Is this accidental? Or is 3I Atlas aiming for a destination? Mars may not just be its next flyby, it may be its final target. Discovered on July 1, 2025, 3I Atlas was first dismissed as just another frozen wanderer. But its growing green coma and a subtle change in trajectory have shaken that assumption. In response, nations have activated their Martian orbiters, redirecting them to watch, scan, and decode the secrets of this mysterious object. That fateful day is October 3rd. 3I Atlas will pass just 30 million kilometers from Mars, its closest approach to any planet. ESA and NASA orbiters, Mars Express, ExoMars TGO, MAVEN, MRO, and even China's Tianwen-1 are all being retasked to scan the object. But why Mars? Was it coincidence? The flight plan says otherwise. Mars, 30 million kilometers. Venus, over 120 million kilometers. Earth, nearly 270 million kilometers. Jupiter, more than 600 million kilometers. Of all the planets in its path, Mars was always the first, closest, and cheapest to reach. To mission planners, this is not random drift. It's a deliberate rendezvous. As 3I Atlas nears the sun, it will release its ancient material. But not the way we expected. Perhaps the most haunting mystery is its color. The coma of 3I Atlas glows a vibrant toxic green. Normally, this phenomenon is explained by diatomic carbon fluorescing under sunlight. But 3I Atlas doesn't contain the levels of C2 that would produce this glow. The James Webb Space Telescope did not detect any significant presence. Something else is at work here. And why the color green? Our human eyes perceive the vibrant green wavelengths the most sharply. If an advanced ancient race wanted to signal us, it would choose the color we can distinguish the most. Is this an intentional signal? A beacon? Or is this another random phenomenon our astrophysicists can't explain? Some scientists whisper of cyanide and carbon dioxide, compounds. Deadly to us, but perhaps life-sustaining to another biochemistry. Others suggest the glow is no mere chemistry, but a plasma sheath, an electromagnetic halo, shielding the object from dangerous levels of radiation as it approaches the sun, or even to slow down the object's speed for an orbital flight path. Whatever its source, the green fire of 3I Atlas links it directly to Mars. Mars's atmosphere is 95% carbon dioxide, laced with perchlorates, sulfates, and trace cyanides. 3I Atlas's coma is dominated by carbon dioxide, 8 times more than water, the highest CO2 ratio ever recorded in a comet. JWST also detected traces of cyanide. Is this another strange coincidence? What is poison to us could be nourishment to it. If this is more than a comet, if this is a vessel, then its glowing coma is not random. It is compatibility made visible. A sign that Mars was not just a convenient target, but the perfect destination. Using the solar wind and solar radiation to reduce its speed, 3I Atlas could be slowing down for a synchronous orbit with Mars. Its course shifted ever so slightly in a way no natural comet should. This wasn't chaos. This looked like course correction. Spectral scans revealed something even stranger. 22 emission lines of pure nickel, and no iron. In nature, nickel and iron are inseparable. To find one without the other is almost impossible. But in metallurgy, it makes perfect sense. Refined nickel alloys are stronger, more radiation-resistant, and more durable across extremes of heat and cold. And here's the striking parallel. We humans already do this. Nickel alloys are used in jet engines, in turbine blades, and in spacecraft shielding, chosen for the very same reasons: endurance and resilience. For an object traveling billions of years between stars, iron would corrode and weaken. But refined nickel? It would survive. So what astronomers first called an anomaly may instead be evidence of design, a structure built to endure an interstellar journey. Launched before humans even existed, 3I Atlas has traveled eons. It endured radiation storms, stellar winds, and the deep cold of interstellar space. If it is more than a comet, then it was designed like a time capsule, a durable ark whose alloy hull could outlast civilizations and even stars themselves. If this were only a comet, its chemistry would be strange enough, but if it were a probe designed for colonization, the evidence becomes undeniable. Its carbon isotope ratios, they mirror Earth's. Its body, rich in carbon dioxide and organics, and its destination? A planet with an atmosphere already 95% CO2, a surface laced with sulfates, perchlorates, and trace cyanides. To us, these compounds are poison. Perchlorates shred human thyroid function. Sulfates corrode our equipment. Cyanides suffocate life as we know it. But what if they're not poison to everything? What if, for another kind of biology, they are fuel? Perchlorates could serve as an oxidizer, sulfates could be nutrients, cyanides could form the backbone of a very different chemistry of life. To us, Mars is a barren wasteland. But to something evolved, or engineered, to breathe carbon dioxide and thrive without water or oxygen, it isn't hostile. It's perfect. This wasn't coincidence. Mars was always the first waypoint. The course correction wasn't random drift. It was fine-tuning for colonization. And here's the cosmic irony. We humans have dreamed of colonizing Mars for decades. We design spacecraft, seed experiments, even test habitats on its red soil. But what if we're not the first to think this way? What if 3I Atlas represents the very same ambition, only on a scale that spans galaxies? This is 3I Atlas, the third interstellar visitor ever recorded. To some, it's just a comet behaving strangely. To others, it's something more. A vessel, a probe, a seed of life aimed at Mars. It came from the stars. And by January 2026, it's scheduled to leave us forever. But it may have left us a new chapter in the story of life and a clue that we are not alone. Subscribe for updates as we track its path, decode its chemistry, and follow this interstellar enigma. And if you believe 3I Atlas is more than just ice and dust, you're not alone.